Tonight on 21 Alive, news at 6, heartbreak in Fremont. We have how community members are mourning the lives lost this evening. And tragedy in Nepal. Authorities say it's the country's worst airplane crash in 30 years. Your news at 6 begins now.
From WPTA, this is 21 Alive News at 6.
Tragedy in Fremont. A mother and her 3 children dead after a house fire early yesterday morning. Crews across the area rushing in to put out the fire. And tonight, a community grieving their loss. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Alex Null, in for Amelia Miles. We begin with an update now on a heartbreaking story we brought to you first last night about a house fire in Fremont which left 4 people dead. Family victims of the victims have released their names to us tonight. They are 5-year-old Emmett Freed, 3-year-old Eleanor Freed, 1-year-old Alora Freed, and their mother, Rebecca White, who all lost their lives in the fire. Now, to give you some background, according to Indiana State Police, the call came in around 5 yesterday morning, and firefighters were on the scene and able to find 3 children and their mother inside the home. Those children were taken to the hospital where they later died. The woman was flown from Angola to Fort Wayne, where she later passed away as well. Now, officials say the fire appears to have started on the 2nd floor, and officials with the state's fire marshals say they will continue to search for answers. We should mention our reporter on scene yesterday talked with people in the community. Now, none of them would go on camera, but they told us it's a tight-knit town that is shaken up by what happened. We also reached out to the Fremont Fire Department, but they say they were not available for an interview. And happening now, the community grieving their loss. Tonight, a prayer vigil is taking place at the Fremont United Methodist Church. You can see the address right there on your screen. 21 Alive's Taylor Williams will have more on the lives lost, a statement from the family, and how the community is coming together for them. That's tonight on your news at 11. And as always, stay with 21 Alive News for the latest. We'll bring you what we know on air and on our website at 21alivenews.com. Now to Nepal, where authorities say 68 people have been confirmed dead after a regional passenger plane with 72 people on board crashed into a gorge. Now, rescuers were scouring the crash site near the river, nearly a mile away from the airport. At the crash site, rescuers used ropes to pull out bodies from the wreckage, parts of which were hanging over the edge of the gorge. Some bodies, burned beyond recognition, were carried by firefighters to hospitals where grief-stricken relatives had assembled. Now, it was not immediately clear what caused the plane to crash. According to officials, the flight was meant to be 27 minutes long. And jury selection is underway Tuesday in the murder trial of a Fort Wayne man. Derek Dennis II is accused in the fatal shooting of 19-year-old Gary Rucker in September of 2021 at the Villages of Hannah apartments. Now, according to documents, Rucker went to the apartment to confront the mother of his child and accused Dennis of having a relationship with her. Witnesses say that's when Dennis allegedly began shooting. Stay with 21 Alive News as we will learn more on how this trial plays out. And now your first alert weather, a live look over downtown Fort Wayne. Beautiful blue skies and sun coming out. Caleb, our meteorologist, Caleb Saylor, I was telling you earlier, this is the first time I've seen sun and blue skies in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's pretty much bang on what we're supposed to be for this time of year. We're supposed to be seeing a little bit of sunshine like we saw today and yesterday. But man, has it been cloudy the past 2 weeks. I mean, I think the statistic has been since the day after Christmas, it's been mostly cloudy, pretty much straight through, mostly cloudy to cloudy conditions. So the sunshine has been a welcome break. Unfortunately, more cloud cover is on the way, as well as some rain chances this week. Storm Track satellite and radar is dry right now, seeing that cloud cover move in. Temperatures currently sitting in the mid-30s. We actually got up to 40 for that high today, which is another day above average from where we're supposed to be for the month of January. Temperatures have pretty much been average or above average the entire month. Across the area, temperatures look like this: 32 in Angola, 32 in Portland, 34 in Van Wert, and currently sitting at 35 in Huntington. This evening, temperatures will hang out in the low 30s with those feels-like temperatures in the mid-20s. We'll stay dry tonight, but tomorrow's going to be a different story. That's when we're tracking our rain chance coming in. Now, we've got above average temperatures really for a good chunk of the week, but like I mentioned, a lot of cloud cover, and tomorrow is not our only rain chance. We've got multiple rain chances for the week ahead. I'll tell you when the rain could impact you coming up in your first alert forecast here in a bit.
All right, Caleb, thank you.
dream that my fellow children will one day live in a nation where they not be judged by color of their skin, but by the content of their character.
2023 marks 60 years since Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered the I Have a Dream speech. This week, outside the Lincoln Memorial, elementary school students in Washington, D.C. recited those same words at the same spot where Dr. King once stood. This was the 19th year the event has been held by the National Park Service.
My name is Lishman Terry, and I performed Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech here in the 4th grade 19 years ago.
I have a dream today.
For me, seeing the kids perform the speech, it kind of sent chills down my body, because I know for me, I didn't really understand what it meant at the time, but as I grew up and got older, I guess you could say like it helped me understand it in a better way.
Me and Callie became friends by, meeting in 4th grade, but that would not have ever happened if Martin Luther King did not give this speech.
Now, tomorrow, the nation honors Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., and President Biden marked the holiday by making a historic visit to the Atlanta Church of the nation's most admired civil rights leader. Tina Kim has the story.
He followed the path of Moses.
Making history to mark history. Joe Biden is now the first sitting president to speak at a Sunday service at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, where Martin Luther King Jr. was co-pastor. The president told the congregation the past actions of the civil rights icon are a guide to the nation's future.
Are we the people who are going to choose love over hate? I believe Dr. King's life and legacy show us the way, and we should pay attention. I really do. He had every reason to believe, as others of his generation did, that history had already been written, that the division would be America's destiny. But he rejected that outcome.
The president was invited to the Georgia church by its current senior pastor, Reverend Raphael Warnock, who just recently won re-election to the U.S. Senate. Also attending, a peer of the late Dr. King, former ambassador and mayor of Atlanta, Andrew Young.
Andy and I took on apartheid in South Africa and a whole lot else.
The president's speech is among the many ways the nation is remembering King. In Boston, the Embrace, a sculpture, was unveiled honoring King and his late wife, Coretta Scott King. In Washington, 5th graders reread the powerful words of King's I Have a Dream speech, an annual event. Sunday, America's most revered civil rights activist would have turned 94. I'm Tina Kim reporting.
And if you're in need of legal help, tomorrow is your chance to talk to a lawyer for free. In an observance of the Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the Volunteer Lawyer Program and the Indiana State Bar Association will host their annual Talk to a Lawyer Day across Indiana. Now, this is the 22nd year for the event, which allows people without the means to ask an attorney any legal questions they may have free of charge.
People can call about any questions they may have regarding the legal field, whether it's they're a tenant and they have questions about something their landlord's doing. Maybe they want to file bankruptcy and they don't know what type of bankruptcy, Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. Maybe they want to file for custody, but they aren't sure where to get started. Anything along the spectrum that they have questions about, if they think they need an attorney, they can call and get those questions answered.
Now, organizers say there are 2 ways to participate in our area. From 9 to 5 tomorrow, you can ask your questions by calling the number right there on your screen, or you can receive advice in person by visiting Carnegie Library in Steuben County.
It's a good question is, will the Congress still be able to keep the lights on?
And a new report is out on inflation as Congress is facing a key decision that could determine the nation's financial future. Now, many of us have felt the pinch of inflation from grocery stores to gas. Now, the latest Labor Department report shows prices are cooling, but not by enough. And soon, the very divided Congress will have to make one very big decision. The good news is the latest report shows inflation is now at its lowest level since October of 2021, but the cost of living remains high. Republicans have argued inflation is fueled by government spending, while House Speaker Kevin McCarthy blames the Democrats.
I ask all of you and all Americans, if you have a child and you give them a credit card and they spend the limit, so you increase the limit again and again and again, when does it end?
Now, Congress has to decide to raise the debt ceiling as the nation barrels towards its $31.4 trillion borrowing limit.
And for that, they will have to find ways to work together they'll have to find ways to compromise. They'll have to find ways to make accommodations with the other party so that we can move forward as a country.
The Treasury Department reports Congress has voted to raise or revise the debt limit 78 times since 1960. Now, 49 of those have been through Republican presidents, and 29 have been during Democratic presidents. And the top Democrat of the House Oversight Committee says, quote, every American has an interest in seeing that classified documents are properly handled by whoever's president and any administration. Now, Jamie Raskin's remarks come a day after Biden's aides announced that 5 additional pages of classified material were found at his personal residence in Wilmington. Today, Raskin said former President Trump's situation with classified documents is completely different.
He defied a government subpoena, and they ended up having to go to court to get a court-issued subpoena to go and search Mar-a-Lago. So that's just a completely different posture. So when my friend Mr. Comer says we're just looking for equal treatment, that's all we're looking for. I think it's good that this is in the hands of special counsels on both sides, and the special counsels, you know, are both trustworthy lawyers who I think will get to the bottom of it.
Now, the classified material found there included some top secret files with the sensitive compartmentalized information designation, which is used for highly sensitive information obtained from intelligence sources. The president has told reporters he is cooperating fully with the Department of Justice. And still ahead, get your appetite ready. It is dinner time right now, and a popular event is set to return to the Summit City. A preview of Savor Fort Wayne when we return.
Closed captioning on ABC 21 is made possible by D.O. McComb & Sons.
Menards is your one-stop shop for all your pet supply needs. From start to finish, we have you covered with our wide selection of leashes and collars, toys to keep your pets entertained, treats to show gratitude, food for their daily fuel, and a large selection of litter to make the dirty jobs a breeze. If you need it for your pet, you'll find it at Menards, because we know the pets are family, and family deserves the best.
Save big money at Menards.
Here's a crazy idea. Make the internet work wherever you do. Finally, there's a whole home Wi-Fi guarantee. Switch now and get a $200 Visa reward card on us. Hurry, offer ends soon. Uncable yourself. Get fiber internet from Frontier.
It's your job to raise them, to make sure they are happy and healthy, to teach them and watch them grow, give them love and support, put food in their tummies, clothes on their backs, and a Shield Exteriors roof over their heads. Offering the industry's only accident-free, true lifetime warranty. Call now for a free estimate. Shield Exteriors Roofing. Protecting what matters most.
This is a life show. We laugh together. We cry together. We cook together. We talk about everything.
Make Tamron Hall a golden hour of your day. Tamron Hall, weekdays at 3 on 21 Alive.
Climate change, vulnerable neighborhoods, threatened ecosystems. Our challenges demand we do better, and a tree can be an answer. Because a tree can be innovative, it can be unifying, it can be a home. Now is the time for trees. Let's plant millions of trees together.
Indiana's largest indoor agricultural expo will return to the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum for the 34th year this week. Tuesday through Thursday, attendees can expect more than 1,000 booths and exhibits presenting the latest farm and educational seminars. The event is free and open to the public. For more information, including times, exhibits, and the seminar schedule itself, visit the website at the bottom of your screen. And get your appetite ready. An annual Fort Wayne favorite is set to begin. Savor Fort Wayne returns, and dozens of restaurants are participating. Savor Fort Wayne is a 12-day event during which restaurants offer meals at special prices along with exclusive menu items only available during Savor Fort Wayne. Now, more than 70 businesses are participating, including Club Soda, Mercado, and several Don Hall's restaurants. For the full list of restaurants, you can visit the story on our website. That's 21alivenews.com. And before we head to break tonight, we have a new Miss Universe. Drum roll, please. It's Miss USA herself. The Houston native Miss Bonnie Gabriel has won the title. She beat out 86 other ladies in New Orleans. The 28-year-old also made history as the first Filipina American to win Miss Texas in 2021. Congratulations to Miss Universe. And coming up on ABC 21 Weekend News at 6, Caleb Saylor joins us with his full forecast.
When winter weather hits, know first.
People of the world, I am Chef Wes Andres, and I'm here with an important message. I'm speaking to you from downtown Quezon. As tonight gets dark, people are going to go to their homes without electricity, without water, and very often without much food to eat. This winter is going to be brutal, not only for the people of Kherson, but for many, many Ukrainians all across Ukraine, but especially in the places that they've been recently liberated near the front lines. The people of Ukraine right now are fighting for freedom. We're here with a very simple ask. World Central Kitchen will be able to keep doing the work we've been doing over the last 8-9 months with your support. With your help together, I know we will not leave the people of Ukraine alone.
Good morning.
Rise and shine.
Sleepyhead.
Yes, yes. That's
exciting.
What America wants.
Rise and shine with daytime's #1 talk show.
Every weekday morning.
We're live.
Go live.
We're live.
Go live.
Live with Kelly and Ryan, weekday mornings at 9 on 21 Alive. ABC 21's First Alert. Know about impending weather days in advance. Now, your 21 Alive First Alert forecast.
Alex and I were talking about it a little bit earlier about how cloudy it's been over the past 2 weeks. Yesterday and then last Sunday are the only 2 days out of the last 2 weeks we've seen partly cloudy skies, or, you know, an even mix of sun and clouds throughout the day. And really, this goes back to the day after Christmas. We've seen mostly cloudy to cloudy skies really since then, except Sunday and yesterday. And while the data hasn't come in quite yet for today, I would say that today was a partly sunny day as well. Storm track satellite and radar is dry, but we're starting to see clouds roll in ahead of our next weather system that's going to impact some of your plans for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. You can see out in the Great Plains, not a whole lot of moisture, but as this weather system starts to track off to the northeast, it's going to start to get its act together and grab up a bit of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, bringing us a healthy dose of rain for your Monday. So planning your day for Monday, definitely want the jacket and probably want the umbrellas as well, especially in the afternoon and early evening. That's when we're going to start to see our rain chance increase. You can see overnight and into the early morning hours, very low rain chance, and even 6-7 a.m. your morning commute should be dry. But as we get into the late morning, early afternoon, it is very likely that we are going to be seeing rain. So your evening commute tomorrow, if you have to work, will be wet. Now, as we get into the late evening, overnight, and into Tuesday, you notice that rain chance will start to decrease, and then we'll just see some very isolated rain showers left over from the system early on Tuesday morning, and then we see drier conditions on Tuesday afternoon. So here's what that looks like on future track. You can see that cloud cover rolling in overnight and into the morning. Your morning is dry, but then by about lunchtime, those rain showers starting to push in from the west, and you're going to notice some pops of yellow, some pops of orange on the map here. That's a little bit more moderate rain intensity, so don't expect just that light, annoying rain that we've seen over the past couple of weeks with some of these weather systems that move through. Some of these times, we're going to see some heavier rain, especially in these areas that are seeing the yellow on the map. As we get into Tuesday morning, you notice just some isolated rain showers left over, and then your Tuesday morning commute should be dry. But you notice a lot of cloud cover for Tuesday. Don't anticipate a whole lot of sunshine after that weather system moves through. So your Martin Luther King Jr. Day, here's how the forecast is shaping up. Rain showers in the afternoon into the evening. Temperatures climbing up into the upper 30s, low 40s in the afternoon. I think we see about 45 for that high for your Monday. And actually, we're going to hang on to the above average temperatures as we get into the rest of the week as well. You notice that red staying on top of us through Friday. That's temperatures anywhere between 5 and 10 degrees above where they're supposed to be for this time of year. Unfortunately, it's going to come with gloomy conditions and another chance for rain on Thursday with maybe a little bit of mixed precipitation on the backside of it. Here's what that looks like on Future Track. That rain moving in early on Thursday morning, becoming a bit more scattered on Thursday afternoon. And then on the backside of the system, here comes cooler air, meaning we could see some rain-snow mix early on Friday morning, but I'm not really concerned about that. The main concern is going to be rain with these two weather systems. In terms of how much rain we could see over the next 7 days, everybody, anywhere between ½ an inch and an inch of rainfall. Notice those temperatures, though. After that second weather system moves through on Thursday, 48 for that high, and then 38 for the high on Friday, and we're hanging out in the upper 30s for the highs on Saturday and Sunday.
I thought we could maybe get some T-shirt and shorts weather.
Well, if you're brave enough, it's T-shirts and shorts weather. You'll probably, if somebody sees me about town, I'm probably going to end up being in shorts. But like I mentioned, I think last week, that's more out of laziness than anything. But 1 or 2 places might push 50 degrees a couple of the days this week.
Well, looking forward to that. Thank you, Caleb. And coming up in sports, your Fort Wayne Komets are in action and firing away. See early highlights from tonight's game next.
This is why we First Alert.
You know, in my lifetime, I've been knocked around a few times. No matter how many times you get knocked down, hell, you got to get up off the turf. Back pain, knee pain, you name it, I had it. But when I walked into the Good Feet store and got fitted for arch support, I feel so much better. Very little pain in my back. I feel no pain in my knee. It is nothing like it. No matter who you are, whatever position you hold, in some way, we can help somebody. That's what the Good Feet store does. They help you keep going with life.
Dan Hicks with Paul Azinger, welcoming you back to the Healthy Stand Classic. And Zing, she has been absolutely tremendous today, but it all comes down to this shot.
It does, Dan, and you couldn't ask for better conditions. 68 degrees, just a slight 2-mile-an-hour breeze and a UV index of 3. This is absolutely critical.
That is right. This direct exposure to midday sun could be increasing her risk to melanoma.
It looks like she's making a change.
Yeah, she's putting that putter back in the bag. Now let's see what she takes out.
Oh, wow, it looks like she's pulling out a 15.
I don't know, it looks like she's going with a 30.
Strong choice. She's going to want to use the recommended SPF 30 even on a cloudy day.
And notice how she's using broad spectrum sunscreen.
And a generous amount, too.
Incredible.
That was a masterful performance.
That was pretty good, too.
Did I miss something?
Stand Up to Cancer and Optum want to help you reduce your risk for cancer. Visit takeahealthystand.org.
We call it a talk show, but this is a life show. We laugh together, we cry together, we cook together, and in life, everything happens. And on this show, we talk about everything. It's the golden hour. No matter what we are talking about, this 1 hour is special.
Make Tamron Hall a golden hour of your day.
Tamron Hall, weekdays at 3 on 21 Alive.
Well, we're going to go right ahead now to Indiana basketball, snapping its recent skid in a big way on Saturday, disposing of then 18th-ranked Wisconsin by 18 points. That kind of effort needed as the Big Ten slate ahead does not let up.
Everybody's got to bring energy. I thought everybody that played tonight played up. They were touching the offensive man, putting heat on the basketball. We were in great position to help and recover. It was a lot of good things from a defensive standpoint that's been missing.
When we're in our right spots and we do the defense right, and which we've been preaching this whole time, is nail slot rim, and you're in your spot, in to get out, it's a lot different, and that's what you saw today.
The Hoosiers visit a hot Illinois team this Thursday night at 8:30. With just one loss all season long. By just 1 point, I might add. Purdue basketball in the driver's seat for a potential Big Ten title. and perhaps so much more. Monday, another measuring stick as the Boilermakers travel to East Lansing to take on a Michigan State team with just one loss on its home court.
It's going to be key for us to be able to play no matter what they do and not turn the ball over, be able to handle their physicality. And it'll be interesting how the game's called. That's for us. Like we have to be able to, even when they foul and they don't call it, we got to be able to take care of the ball.
I'll just say it's a little bit of a chip on our shoulder. We go into every away game thinking they're going to bring their best, which they will, and we like to keep the fans quiet a little bit, go out there and play harder than them, and just show them what we are.
Purdue tips off with MSU on MLK Day tomorrow at 2:30. And Alex, if you just go back to the beginning of the season, I don't know if people will remember this so much, but Indiana was supposed to be that team that was a national title contender. Purdue might be that team, but it's not too late for Indiana. They showed some good stuff yesterday.
Yeah, as a Hoosier alum, I was all excited. Thought we were going to maybe finally have that year, but
it's been a bit.
Yeah, it has. But Purdue's having that so far.
And, Indiana still has that potential. We saw it last year just in the tournament. If they can get hot at the right time, you never know.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
I definitely blacked out. And not because of alcohol, because of love.
There's more women coming on today's day.
He knows what he wants. That sets apart a man from a boy.
If I don't get a rose, I'm burning this house down.
Help me, help me, help me.
I was not expecting that.
Thank you for voting Blackburn Romey the best law firm and the top 3 personal injury lawyers. We work hard every day to earn your trust and seek the recovery you deserve. Blackburn Romey has offices located throughout Northeast Indiana to give you local personal service. Home and hospital visits are our trademark. We are humbled and proud you voted us the best law firm and top 3 personal injury lawyers. Thank you. It just makes sense to choose Blackburn Romey.
Hey, Grody Nation, Fred Grody here from Grody Automotive. This year's off to a slow start, and January seems too long, so I'm bringing you 31 days of fun. This month, you can drive a car you love for just $31 down.
Just 31? Now that is fun.
You bet it is.
But Fred, what if my credit's a party pooper?
Don't worry, my credit approval process is the life of the party. But hurry, this deal's done after 31 days of fun. I'm Fred Grody, and I am a dealer for the people.
If you have to think about upload speeds, chances are you don't have enough. Switch to Frontier Fiber Gig Internet and get a $200 Visa reward card on us. Hurry, offer ends soon. Uncable yourself. Get fiber internet. From Frontier. Here's a crazy idea. Make the internet work wherever you do. Finally, there's a whole home Wi-Fi guarantee. Switch now and get a $200 Visa reward card on us. Hurry, offer ends soon. Uncable yourself. Get fiber internet. From Frontier.
First Alert weather only on 21 Alive.
Unfortunately, the sunshine that we had this weekend is going to be going away for a little while. We've got rain showers for your Martin Luther King Jr. Day. High temperature of 45, 47 for that high on Tuesday with mostly cloudy conditions. And then our next weather system looks to move in around the Thursday time frame, and then temperatures dropping back down into the 30s after that.
That's it from your 21 Alive news at 6. We'll be back later tonight at 11 with more.